Really? I this okay, hey everyone, Mecha-san here. It's time for a death battle. Yeah. This matchup, Frieza from Dragon Ball versus Megatron from Transformers. Okay. Now, when they announced this last death battle, I was like, what? And some of you went in the comment section saying that actually no, Megatron doesn't have a chance like that here, especially if they use the comments. If you look up some of the feats described by of Megatron in the Optimus Prime death battle. One commenter even went out and said that IDW Optimus Prime can solo Superman and Goku. I want to see that. Someone animate that, please. I would very much like to see that. I mean, yeah, we saw Optimus gonna win against the Gundam, sadly. Yeah, and we did also see Optimus defeat Tony Stark in the Superpower Beatdown, which the billionaire playboy not just deserved, but he rightfully earned it. So yeah, but Frieza, I don't. Maybe this will. The analysis will prove me wrong, but I doubt it.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
NordVPN
and BetterHelp. Frieza, the
Yep.
Red Emperor from Dragon Ball.
I know why Akira Megatron, the leader. Yeah, Frieza. We're not gonna get Cell because, according to creators' word, is because he's hard to draw because of the spots on his yeah. All right.
Deep in the bowels
and
of
complicated.
outer space lies a monster so cruel, so callous, so evil that the universe itself trembles at his approach.
What about his
Behold
father?
The mighty Lord Frieza.
Oh, he's adorable with the horns and that floppy tail and the
Yeah.
genocide.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although
awesome.
it's like,
And
what
he's
kind of?
laughing. Cool.
Yeah.
Frieza's diminutive stature and faux gentility were intentionally deceptive and rooted in a surprising place. In response to the Japanese economic bubble at the time, Frieza's
Really?
design was meant to evoke real estate speculators.
What?
Japanese mangaka Akira Toriyama has described such speculators as the worst sort of people. Yes, really.
Okay, the land truck of the universe.
More than meets the eye. Oh, wait, shit, that's later.
Much is unknown about Frieza's alien race and heritage.
Yeah, well,
Only
Frieza,
that he and his father
70
were born as mutants with abnormally high power
Mutant
levels.
Frost Demon.
Like how the doc said my blood alcohol level was 0.8.
Yeah, he was born with a high power level.
Crazy strong.
Never had to train.
Most Dragon Ball characters who transform
For
to
what?
get stronger, Frieza transforms to get weaker. So he doesn't
It's
like
so much
accidentally
powerful,
nuke the
yeah.
planet, only intentionally.
With his father's empire and army at his beck and call.
Yeah, Frieza gets
walks
this
the
much-
universe, conquering worlds
This
one
big
by
deal,
one,
but it looks like his
selling
father
out to the highest
was
bidder.
stronger, isn't he?
Like real estate
King Cole?
speculators.
And if anyone objected, he'd just kill them, their entire family, and everyone they ever knew. Just like real estate speculators.
Yeah.
He usually lets his weird, multicolored alien grunts do his dirty work for him. Frieza's not afraid to throw down himself, especially if some spiky-haired space monkeys start getting too uppity for their own good.
Frieza's strength comes from his innate understanding and manipulation of his own ki, or life energy, which he can use to enhance his physicality or manifest.
Oh yeah,
as
like the
projectile.
rewind tail.
Like his classic Death Beam, Death Bowl, Death Wave, Death Cannon, Death Saucer.
Death-
Yeah, I'm sensing a theme here.
Death
Frieza
disc.
can move
Death
mountains with
disc.
his
That's right, I'll do
mind, fire laser beams from his eyes, create
Yeah.
key force fields, and he
Which
even
is not
learns to
really-
sense the ki of others through sheer observation alone. He's
It's
fast
nothing
enough to
new,
keep up with
but-
Goku's ki attacks, which, scaled to the ki
That's what he
obtained
trained.
against Kid Buu, could move across the universe in less than a minute. That would be over 17 quadrillion times the speed of light, and he's gotten even stronger and faster since then.
You know you're a badass.
Because he actually trained.
Scroll to
That's the thing as well, like, he trained hard after realizing that when you train, you get stronger.
And talk shit like you own the place. And he got so paranoid about one of them getting strong enough to kick his ass that he blew up
Yeah,
the
because
planet.
more and more Saiyans are being born with high power levels.
This would mean it likely has 10 times the mass and 100 times the energy required to overcome its gravitational binding energy and destroy it. That's over 5.3 yotatons of TNT.
And that
Damn!
was his weakest form. Too bad he kind of missed a spot. Or several, because a bunch of Saiyans survived to fight another day. Space genocide just ain't what it used to be.
This
Yeah, like
came back to
4,
life when he was
but
finally
then
able
it
to confront the
worth
Earth
more?
Saiyan Kakarot, and accidentally ended up being the reason he turned into
Into
the
us
legendary
Super
Saiyan.
Saiyan. Yes! I love that.
Frieza has survived
Albino
being
dildo.
pounded only for over an hour straight. Crushed by Goku's spirit bomb, and then split in half, consumed
well,
by an exploding
that part
planet.
here, he would have died if not for Goku giving some energy.
Survive without the vast majority of his body.
That's because of Goku, come on.
Dragon Ball villains,
He can't-
heal on his own.
No.
It didn't help him that much after he got his ass sent to hell.
Earth hell.
That dragon in his
Earth
body,
hell.
He was back at it again.
And with just 4 months worth of training,
4
the first
months?
he'd ever trained in his entire life, Frieza
Wow.
was able to achieve a new transformation capable of surpassing the Super Saiyan, Golden Frieza.
That's
Okay,
a little
wow.
craziness I aspire to.
Yeah. Hey, it works!
Lets him
Deviant Art Frieza!
Blue Goku and Vegeta.
I mean,
A
hey,
significantly weaker Super Saiyan God Goku could blow up the whole of Universe 7 in a punch clash with the
I would like that scene where Frieza goes golden, but Goku was like, to be honest, Frieza, I don't think I need to go gold. I don't need to go Super
274
Saiyan.
trillion times the speed of light. And that is before so many years of power-ups and training between then and now.
Totally crazy, but nothing compared to his newest and greatest form.
A transformation
New
capable
form.
of surpassing Goku's Ultra Instinct and
Whoa.
Vegeta's Ultra Ego. Their
Ultra
weakest
Ego.
point. A transformation even stronger than Gas, who was wished to be the strongest in the universe.
Really?
Literally said F you to the Dragon Balls. This is Black Frieza.
The all-seeing
Black
Oracle Fish had prophesied the coming of the universe's
Oracle Fish.
strongest. And perhaps
Oracle
he was talking
Fish?
about Frieza all along.
Come on, give us another prediction.
You killed it.
Wiz, I think you're gonna die. Oh, for some godforsaken
Die.
reason, he didn't use his newfound power to kill those pesky Saiyans. They were right there, you moron.
In fact, he once committed the archvillain's greatest sin and teamed up with them to save their universe and beat Jiren.
Oh,
being
really?
powerful to the gods of destruction.
Because no one's allowed to destroy the universe but him.
And that's a promise he means to keep. This almighty emperor will continue to rule the universe with an iron grip and a heart of ice. This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by NordVPN.
It's no secret that Wi-Fi networks, especially free
Hero either die show.
So far, Frieza looks good.
You either die.
I gotta
or
gotta see the rest of
you
that.
live
Record the
long
rest of
enough
that.
to see yourself
That'll
become
become
the villain.
And that's what
or
Megatron.
you live even longer and become an 80s toy commercial. This
It's
is
Megatron, yes.
In Cybertron's ancient past, the planet was ruled by the Functionist religious order, which decreed that
Functionist, huh?
Transformers' natural-born alternate mode determined
That's
their
right.
role and status in society.
Yeah,
rather
that's
than
accurate.
letting them choose for
Like
themselves.
Optimus Prime. Hey, I call
Under
Optimus
this
Prime.
past system, Megatron of Tarn dreamed of something
A
more.
cough drop.
Oh, this giant Hasbro toy robot. Only
He worked at the
599
Kaon
years
mining
pregnant,
pits.
Wrote a manifesto on peaceful dissent that got popular with the oppressed Cybertronian working class.
Even Optimus,
So much so
Orion
that
Pax
the
agreed with
Senate
it.
tried to Have him assassinated. Whoa! Politics alert.
After surviving that brush with death, Megatron was convinced that peace could never be an option. The only path left to overthrow the crippling social order was violent revolution.
Yep.
Were the Autobots originally the bad guys here? Optimus Prime? More like Optimus Crime.
I mean, it depends on
Never
your.
say that Megatron wasn't committed. The civil war he started between the two groups.
It depends on continuities.
In years. And
9
again,
million.
Remember, toy robots.
He was aided in his war efforts by his immensely powerful fusion cannon, a giant laser bazooka that can hit targets from 12 miles away and level a small town in a single shot. These projectiles are
And that was
so
Cybertronian
fast, they're
town,
able
looks
to
like
exit
it.
the atmosphere from ground level after only a single
The trick
second.
manipulation,
By
flight.
scaling the distance of the Earth using the angle of this shot, the fusion cannon's projectile must be moving over 4,200 times the speed of sound.
Eh.
Like me, the fusion cannon needs a little time to recharge between shots. So
Of course.
Megatron's got some tools to keep the job going. He can close the distance with his Energon mace and block blows with his Energon shield. It helps that Meg's literally fought as a gladiator
Okay.
before his stunt. As
Yeah, the pits of Chaos.
Megatron can fire lasers from his eyes and arms, launch buzzsaws strong enough to slice through solid
G1
rock,
cartoon?
fly through the air,
That
to open
says
up a
that
force
episode,
field
right?
As a panic bubble.
Panic
That
bubble.
seemed like a huge flaw that it lets enemy combatants inside. But that's only until you realize it won't let them back out again. That's when
Yeah.
the panic part comes in. Megatron's not trapped in there with you.
You're trapped in there with
him.
That's only the Autobot.
Cybertronian body is strong enough to match the Autobot leader Optimus Prime.
Well,
He
that's
can
similar
toss
bodies.
steel tankers weighing hundreds of thousands of tons. And
Cybertronian
Megatron's metallic hide was
organic
able to
alloy.
survive an explosion so massive it launched the entire planet of Cybertron through space.
By taking a look at Cybertron's mass and how fast it was sent
Cybertron
flying to get
is-
its overall kinetic energy, Megatron must have survived a blast equal to
And I think it was established Cybertron is as big as Saturn.
Enough to annihilate a small star. He can even keep up with Decepticons like Starscream, who can fly across the galaxy from Earth to Cybertron at hundreds of thousands of times the
Sounds like
speed of
G1
light.
indeed.
It wouldn't be a transformer.
Based on a
without being able
Cybertron
to
tank, stealth.
transform into various vehicles. A tank, a stealth bomber jet,
And a gun.
Alright, and let's see, a two-headed dragon, a fighter plane,
I know
a
he's
woolly,
this
a
drug
mammoth.
revolutionary corrupted
You'd
by
be
the
surprised.
cycle of violence or whatever, but that is the funniest shit I have ever seen. What does he have, like his Deceptive buddies point him at people and fire?
sometimes he can fire himself too.
Oh my god,
Oh god, yeah.
that looks even sillier.
You may be laughing, but
Oh.
Megatron
Oh,
is no
there's the other one.
joke. By utilizing space bridge
The Armada Transformer.
Megatron can establish a remote link up to a nearby black hole and teleport the antimatter it produces to his location.
Through his eyeballs.
Should
What?
matter and antimatter meet, they will be mutually annihilated in a brilliant release of energy defined by E equals mc squared. It doesn't matter how durable the matter is, it will be destroyed at the subatomic level.
As Megatron's war for control of
yeah.
Cybertron dragged on,
I feel like playing that game again.
started to fall to the wayside.
In essence, there used to be a point to the war. Now,
Yep, now-
war was the point.
Yep.
His only goal left was to rule Cybertron with a literal iron fist.
Beat
That's
through
where
tyranny.
Megatron's greatest weapon came into play. His mind. The dude is a
He-
strategic and
yeah,
tactical
he's
genius
cunning.
who's always thinking 10 steps ahead.
He's fought powerful Transformers like Grimlock, Predaking, and the
Predaking, yeah.
A being with the power of an
Decepticon.
entire evil universe behind it.
He and
Devoid,
Optimus
yeah,
have
dummy.
Nova Prime and Regenesis Shockwave. Both of
Regenesis
them
Shock-
could utilize the
Wow,
energy
I'm
of
old.
that same universe.
Megatron once sealed himself inside an
Yeah, give me the-
army
someone
to
find me the
conduct
hardcover
thousands
books.
of real-life battles at once,
Huh,
funneling
I can
every
believe that.
iota of relevant information into his brain at the same time.
But
The
a
sheer
lot.
deluge of data would be incomprehensible for anyone without that supercomputer brain.
But
And that's more like your Shockwave or Soundwave.
The only
With
true loser
Megatron doing
was
this?
Cybertron.
With
Wow.
the planet in ruins
Yeah.
and its civilization extinguished, the Cybertronian golden age was long
And a
over.
lot of other
And the
planets,
vanguard of
people
its
there
destruction was
affected.
Megatron.
Who's now a crusty Saturday morning cartoon villain with a voice that sounds like he smokes 40
Father-
packs a day and a hate
Optimus
for his
Prime.
boneheaded second in command, Starscream.
Yeah.
After countless millennia of a humiliating stalemate with his Boy Scout rival,
Boy Scout,
Megatron's
yeah.
brilliant mind
He got tired.
finally turned inward.
Be
He
through
remembered that
empathy.
His early writings advocated for peaceful conversion and free
Yeah.
thought instead of domination.
It took you 9 million years to remember why you started fighting in the first place. Would the memory
Well-
get lost in the cloud?
In what was
What's
possibly his
9
most
million years for
admirable
Transformer
act
is just
yet,
nothing.
Megatron saved the universe from annihilation as an Autobot.
Yeah, I
He
heard about
realized
that,
after
yeah.
Millions of years of indefinite war, the ideals that he fought for, freedom, justice, equality, had switched sides.
Exactly.
Megatron had to as well.
Turns out there was more to this supervillain than met the eye, because true to his nature, Megatron transformed.
It's incredible when oh my god, again, I just read the book. I mean, just from when I was reading the book of Exodus and stuff like that, we see how it happened. How Megatron was the one that preached equality and everything. End to the caste system, the guilds that denote what you will be, what your role in Cybertronian society is, the moment they learn what you transform into. Heck, he didn't even have a name before. That's the thing as well. Like what your role is will also determine if you get a name or not. And since he was a minor in Kaon, where that job here has a high mortality rate, it's like we're not even gonna bother to name you. At best, he was. I think they called him D16 because that was the area of the mines he worked in. And so he took in that name and to the gladiatorial pits of Kaon. Which, by the way, at the time, gladiator matches was supposed to be illegal, but nobody enforced that law. He fought in there. He went as Megatronus, much like what Ratchet told us in Prime. Heck, he took over the management of the pits here when the ones running the pits here wanted him to lose. He killed them and took over the pits. Oh yeah. And yeah, but he preached all that. He preached goodness and everything, but eventually just go crazy. Although 9 million years, so it does change because it was supposed to be 4 million years. No, 9 million years to a Cybertronian is nothing. This is a species whose lifespan numbers in the tens of millions. The tens of millions, if possibly even the hundreds. Near the hundreds, okay? It's like, what's he, like 46, 40, what's Megatron, like 47 million years old? That pretty much means he's like in his 40s, in human terms. Late 40s, like pretty much. So 9 million years is nothing. The human lifespan is barely considered a shutter of an optic to Transformers. But yeah, like I know that part here where he survived destruction, running around, and he changed side. I think that Autobot symbol belonged to Bumblebee when he died after facing something. And I do remember that scene in comics. I read that comic as well, where he presented his thesis to, I think, Impactor. And after getting arrested here, Orion Pack, who in that comic was a highly decorated law enforcement officer, he read his thesis, and while he didn't agree with everything, he did like what he was saying. Like even took his his grievance and sent his thesis out into the council. Like gone through all security, beat them up. He was like, wow. But Megatron, after what happened in that little ordeal, took his thesis, threw it at the screen, at a nearby screen, and that screen actually, the damage kind of formed the basis and the inspiration for the Decepticon symbol. God. Oh wow, but anyhow, I'm going off here. I can go on and on about Transformers. Cybertronians are an interesting species. Oh, it's too bad that their war not only ravaged their home world, but they ravaged several other civilizations as well, not just humanity. Of course, I've seen some cases where humans can be pretty damn stupid. To let their hatred get the best of them here. It's like, how many times, for example, I think in the shared universe, how many times has the G.I. Joe and such been made to believe it was the Autobots were responsible for something when it was obviously not? It's like, learn from your mistakes. Like, they just want an excuse to attack the Transformers. Anyhow, let me just watch this here.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you ever felt like your very own brain is getting in your way? I'm not just charge.
Make your brain your
/Death Battle today to get 10% off your.
Come on, I got a live stream to do.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm still gonna say Frieza. I mean, I'm hoping Megatron does win because I like Transformers more. But Frieza. No, Frieza. Cybertron. Looks like a toy there. A metal world.
Greetings, noble warrior of planet Cyber whatever. I,
Whatever.
Lord Frieza, claim this world as my own. Cheer for me or face annihilation.
I have fought for my planet for eons. I would rather see it turn to ash than reside in your filthy hands, organic scum.
Yeah.
I
That's
love it when they monologue back.
oh, they monologue back. I can imagine. Oh, toss it right back at you.
Pity.
Wow.
You have to construct a new mothership from your corpse.
It goes right to, not even, I would have thought he would like go right to transform, but nope.
Is that clunky robot body too slow to keep up?
My wish can more than suffice, you blithering ponce.
You blithering punts. Nice music here. A black can feel the spark of, wow, nice. I fully expect Primus to come forth at any point here, but he won't. I know he won't. But I would like a literal Deus Ex Machina here, please. Okay, that's awesome. Ooh, that's nicely animated here. And the music's badass. Oh, why won't you die?
Where did he go? Huh?
How can you? He turned to a tank. I prefer you when you were a dragon. Oh, there we are. Yeah, Frieza learned the value of training. Well, unless Megatron goes Galvatron. Which he doesn't. Yeah, they're occasionally two different people. Huh! Nice. Oh. Oh. Yeah, they can manipulate it. Wait, she's already. What? Oh. Nice. Nice music.
Well, doesn't this just always happen? I give it 5 minutes.
3, 5 minutes. You destroyed a god. Oh, antimatter.
Behold the mighty Lord Frieza, ruler of a dying planet. My planet. Where is your army? Where is your ship? So powerful, and yet you will wander the depths of space for eternity.
Oh.
Because of me.
Oh, good woman.
You despicable cretinous worm!
Yeah.
I'll torture you until your screams can be heard in the vacuum of space!
Oh, yeah.
A fool's death.
I mean, that's a pretty interesting way to say it, Megatron. I like that. Or is he like sacrificing himself or? Oh!
You will die by my hand!
You fool!
This energy disc.
Cybertronians must kill them all.
Cybertronians must kill them all.
Wrong again, Frieza. It was
Nope.
actually 1 minute and 10 seconds.
1 minute 10 seconds. Idiot.
Megatron's
Oh
weakness
yeah.
resilience may have netted him a win in some scenarios, but Frieza's overwhelming power gave him
There we
a
go.
clear edge.
Megatron's ace in the hole was his antimatter, which would have annihilated Frieza's ass no matter how tough it was.
And that was a real possibility.
Animated.
Megatron is a master tactician and manipulator with millions of years of combat experience. Frieza, on the other hand, has always relied on his raw power and intimidation
Yeah,
to win fights.
but that's not gonna work with Megatron.
Don't go his way. He has a tendency to freak out.
However,
Throw a
Frieza
tantrum.
survived getting most of his body obliterated and kept going.
Yeah, but at the same time, this scene right here, he would have died from that injury, but Goku showed mercy and gave him some of his energy that allowed him to survive. And what did he do with it? What did he do with it? Like, wasted it. In fact, he can survive in the vacuum of space, no problem. But his injury and everything like that, he would have died. If it wasn't for his father being there, he would have died in the remnants of Namek.
Which meant the antimatter wasn't a surefire win. It would have to completely cover Frieza's whole body before he could react. And Frieza was way too fast for that.
While Megatron scaled to characters who could cross galaxies,
Yeah.
Frieza has kept up with Goku, who should be at least trillions of times faster.
And on his smaller size and key force fields, Frieza had more than enough ways to avoid, defend, or survive the antimatter.
So Megatron's only option was power. While Megatron has survived planet-busting
Vulnerable to
explosions,
antimatter,
and even fought
physically
with a being that
inferior,
had the energy of a universe
but made for
behind
bigger
it,
target,
going
yeah.
to Frieza was just too much for him, considering he certainly surpassed Goku in Beerus' Punch Clash. Since Universe 7 as a whole should be over 13 times larger than our own universe, Frieza's super forms would far exceed Megatron's own power.
And
Yeah.
that feat happened at the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Goku has gotten leagues stronger since then. And
Oh,
Frieza
yeah.
is currently beyond him. There was just no way Megatron was strong enough to keep up.
Megatron was a devious foe, but Frieza's power, speed, and sheer survivability allowed him to crush the Decepticon leader underfoot.
I guess
Yeah,
you could say
sadly.
Megatron was cool, but Frieza was cooler.
That's a wrong character, I believe.
The winner is Frieza.
I hate it, but yeah, and I did win still. I said Frieza. I was wanted Megatron. I did like he did kinda throw a last laugh there, Megatron there, where the ruler of a dead planet, no shit, you can go fast, but do you even know where you're going? It'll be like with Sonic in the movie, the movie where, yeah, he's fast, but he doesn't know how to get to San Francisco. So, I don't know where I'm going. I need directions. I don't have a map or anything like that. And Frieza, doesn't have one either. Like, he's got no ships. He doesn't have like a built-in navigational system. So, he's just gonna fly around until what? In fact, eventually he's gonna succumb to his injuries. Because, yeah, that's the thing. We forget here. Frieza could have died. Could have almost died of the destruction of Namek if it wasn't for his father saving him. So, another way, it's much like Bill Cipher versus Discord. You won the battle, Frieza, but in a way, Megatron won the war. Even though he goes, Cybertronians, I'll just defeat them all. Yeah, may you lose. I really hope you do lose to Optimus Prime. I mean, he's one of 13! And Cybertron was destroyed. Yeah, it'll come back. We're talking, it's a literal code for God. So you can use the Dragon Balls, Prime Magic, stuff, whatever. It can be restored. So let's see,
Thanks
who's
for
next
watching.
up? Battle?
Hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot
No.
going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season. Click that join button.
Again, I think Clark and Morgan. I said my piece here, but who else? I think someone here mentioned maybe the Punisher. You know what? Yeah, I thought about this. How about Judge Dredd versus the Punisher? Yeah, I think someone mentioned that before. I know it was a comment of one of my videos or in a live stream, but yeah, Dredd versus Punisher.
Button and jump into our Champions Discord.
See who's next. Next time. Oh, heard great things about Chainsaw Man. I'm just not interested to watch it or anything like that. I mean, I don't know. If it's not a mech anime or just another comedy, I don't know. So cool. I'm gonna learn a bit about both of these animes. Overall, I think that Death Battle was very well done. Song was awesome. The banter was great. Megatron was the best voice. Frieza could use some work. A little disappointed that we didn't get the progression. Like Frieza just skipped the other form, like Form 2, then Form 3, and go right to his true form, Form 4, whatever, and then gold and black. Wish Megatron could have done that. Like, go with other form. I mean, he's been changed here. Like, mentioned once he's been like a stealth bomber. Yes, that's true. He was changed from his default into a jet bomber using a like ore 19 or something, official ore. Would like to have seen that. Alright, so everyone, thank you for watching. As always, kind of what you all thought. Let's hear for more videos. Until next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.